Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Miza. For this time, I will explain about the cost comparison for the wall element before and after it is converted into a sustainable element. As described in the previous video, we had changed the selection of wall system, which is from the type of precast concrete wall to the type of insulated building envelope system. We chose this system because of the benefit that can be obtained, that it can achieve energy efficiency where it focuses on reducing carbon emission from the built environment according to energy codes such as ASHRAE 90.1 and California Title 24. Where these composites are not only energy efficient during the construction process, however, it creates building design to be more sustainable through their entire life cycle. This is achieved in part by integrating barrier system into pre-manufactured frames that provide continuous insulation and punch windows that have been shown to be more efficient in resisting heat flow. According to studies, composite envelope system compared to traditional design can minimize the use of HVAC resources and reduce costs. Building material advancement, prefabricated building can help regulate temperature and reduce the need for use of heating and air conditioning. This is also helpful in avoiding the elevated energy cost during high demand hour when a desired internal temperature can be maintained by the thermal mass within a system. The system routinely saves 10 to 20% on energy costs for the building owner if the occupant has HVAC costs included in their contract. This energy also conservation marvel is at the cutting edge of more environmentally friendly construction engineering. Therefore, through my explanation just now, I will turn to cost comparison for wall system before and after it is raining. So if you can see, the cost of comparison before is Rm 76,687 ringgit 12 cents, while after it is greening, the price system become Rm 317,319 ringgit and 30 cent, while the difference in cost between the after and before is Rm 240,632 ringgit 19 cent. Logically, the increase in cost is high. However, what is interesting is that compared to these two systems, the wall system that has been sustained is able to achieve saving on operation and maintenance costs like around 20 to 30% compared to the conventional system where the cost for operation and maintenance costs can reach 20% and above throughout the year. Besides, for the use of building materials for the envelope system, the building material used are from material that have a good thermal level where it helps control the temperature outside and inside the building, and at the same time, it is safe to the environment. It can be seen to the level of heat transfer coefficient where the level that can be achieved for the use of building material for this envelope system is 0.212, where it is the best and safest level for the use of this envelope system. So that's all for me. Thank you and bye. Before we move to the next presentation, I would like to show a short video about insulated building envelope system composite.
Public buildings such as Avoda Kindergarten can be used as a potential educational spot in promoting environmental sustainability for the children. This aiming to contribute comfortable environment for the children educational for the good air ventilation and efficient design at the respective building and facilities. For this presentation, the costs incurred in implementing the solar photovoltaic panels to the Avoda Kindergarten will be explained in the next slide. First of all, the potential to generate electricity from solar generation in Malaysia is good, as Malaysia receives solar energy intensity of 4 to 5 kilowatt hour square meter every day throughout the year. Solar photovoltaic panels on the rooftop of the building will convert solar power to electricity. Solar power provides energy independence and once installed, supplies free and clean energy. Despite of that, the constraint about installation of the solar photovoltaic panels is it is more costly to be installed. This figure shows on how the solar photovoltaic panels works to the Avoda kindergarten. Solar panels convert photons from the sun into direct current DC electricity. The inverter converts direct current DC into alternating current AC for use. Then, electricity generated by solar energy reduces the consumption from TNB grid. Hence, will reduce the overall reduction in electricity bill. The table shows the installation cost of solar photovoltaic panels according to market price in Malaysia. The total cost for overall installation is about RM25,933.70. The considered cost in installation of solar photovoltaic panels, such as the solar photovoltaic panels itself, inverter costs, maintenance costs, installation costs, batteries, and also the charge controller. Avoda kindergarten install of 10 solar photovoltaic panels on the rooftop of the building of 300 watt photovoltaic panels that costing for RM15,333.70. Next, needed for inverter cost that costing for about RM850. Installation cost for panels also required for labor's cost for about RM2,000. Thus, required for maintenance costs in annually for about RM400. The batteries cost for 10 units of solar photovoltaic panels amount for RM6,800. And the last one is the charge controller, which observed in market price for about RM550.
Energy efficient windows are designed specially with energy saving characteristics. In climates with a significant heating season, non-energy efficient window can represent a major source of unwanted heat loss, discomfort, and condensation problem. How energy efficient window can benefit our building? First is less maintenance. There is less condensation on this window because of energy travel. Second is qualification of energy discount and tax incentive. Next, changing our old window to new vents or polycarbonate plastic replacement window can provide return on investment up to 95%. Lastly, improve our energy saving. With the indoor temperature constantly varying, we will not have to rely too much on heating or air conditioner system. Lower energy consumption means burning less fuel, which make our building more eco-friendly.
Qualification for energy discount and tax incentive. New window installments are costly. Homeowner can reap the benefit of efficient energy replacement, even if the high initial cost may be a major obstacle. However, many municipal and regional agencies provide discount and credit to offset the cost of installation. On the table above is cost comparison of window efficiency. The cost of window before greening is RM30,945. Maintenance cost before greening per year only can save up to 30%. After the greening building for window, we changing to polycarbonate plastic window and insulated glazing window. After the greening building for polycarbonate plastic window and insulated glazing window, the total cost of element is 57,158 ringgit only. This can save up to 54% for the maintenance cost per year. As we can see, the total cost of element for green building is expensive than the building before greening, but the maintenance cost can save up to 54% before greening for less maintenance and improved cost saving.
Next, we're moving on to the last part of this video, which is rainwater harvesting costs. In Malaysia, an average rainwater harvesting system installation will incur costs between 4,000 to 10,000 depends on its intended usage. The cost installation for our kindergarten di Ovoda is 8,750 ringgit with high quality tank and advanced system as we intended to maximize the usage of rainwater. Besides that, the rainwater harvesting system could reduce 20% to 40% of water bills and require less maintenance costs. We can conclude that rainwater harvesting is very sustainable practice and could reduce the cost the whole life cycle of the building, especially in our kindergarten di Ovoda. After we have done calculated all the sustainable materials in our kindergarten di Ovoda, we can calculate the total construction cost between conventional building and green building. This is very important to calculate these two total as we want to compare the cost difference between these two buildings. We concern on the total construction cost and the differences of cost between these two buildings because we want to know which building will impose higher costs. Therefore, we have break down the cost and the total construction we have obtained for the conventional building is 2,036,588 ringgit and 28 cent, while cost in green building is 2,361,427 ringgit and 10 cent. And the differences between two building is 361 ringgit and 222 cent. We can conclude that the differences is quite big and we want to know the ROI of this building.
Before we obtain the ROI, we need to calculate the total gross development cost of each building to know the actual total cost for our kindergarten. Therefore, for our conventional building, the total gross development cost is 4,494,260 ringgit and 76 cent, while for the green building, the total gross development cost is 5,070,434 ringgit and 65 cent. The differences was affected by the different total construction costs which we calculated in the previous part. After we have obtained the total gross development cost, we can determine the return on investment for each building to decide which building will get the shorter period return of money. Besides that, higher ROI will ensure the high profit of development. To obtain the ROI, we can use this formula which is profit over initial cost times 100%. Derived from the formula, the profit is the cash flow we get annually in our kindergarten, while the initial cost would be our total cost of development. The detailed calculation of ROI will be shown in the next slide. This is our ROI for conventional building. The ROI is 34.49% and the payback period we get at 4 years of operation. While the ROI for our green building is 46.70% and the payback period at 3.8 years of operation. Therefore, we can conclude that green building has higher total construction cost than the conventional building. However, green building has high return on investment, which is 46 and 77% and shorter payback period, which is at 3.8 years than the conventional building, which has 34.49% of ROI and the payback period at 4 years of operation. That's all from me. Thank you.